All right, we're going to go ahead and go live. All right, good evening, and thank you guys for joining us tonight as Gothenburg varsity basketball is happening right now in the North Gym again. Gothenburg versus Valentine. As you might have heard Scott just say, we have quite the matchup ready. The JV girls winning by quite a margin if you stuck around for that game previously. We're hoping to carry that momentum that they had into this varsity game and bring home another sweet win. All right, looks like we have Ellery Harm and number 35, Bushel at the tip-off. Gothenburg ends up with it. Clara Everett taking it down the court, passing it off to Kinley Strasser, back to Ashlyn Richardson. Richardson passing it off to Strasser at the line, working her way around, passes it to Ellery Harm. Harm up for two, and that's the Swede score, 2-0. All right, Valentine taking it down the court, number 30, Monroe passing it off there. Now Bushel has it back to number 13 from... And just saving it from going out of bounds there was Tacey Fromm. However, we will have a travel called there. Gothenburg will take it. Number 24, Aubrey O'Hare to take it. Passing it in to Richardson. Strasser passing it off there to Richardson at the top of the key. Forward to Clara Everett. She finding herself stuck. She gives it off to Valentine. Top of the key, number 13. Fromm has it, passing it off to number 30, Monroe. Going up for two was number 13, Fromm. However, going to have a foul called there on number 24 for Gothenburg. That'll be Aubrey O'Hare's first. All right, we now have a score for the Badger side as well, 2-2. A three-point shot, attempted. No good. Going to be taken back down the court by number 12, Tacey Fromm. Fromm passing it off to number 30, Monroe. And Claire Everett stealing the ball there. Trying to find a Swede to help her out here. Passes it off to Kinley Strasser, top of the key at the line. Working her way forward, passes it left to Aubrey O'Hare. Goes for three. Not quite. All right, and the Swedes will keep possession of the ball down on the east side. Kinley Strasser to start with it. And that's two more for the Swedes. Ellery Harm helping us out there. 4-2 is the score. Monroe working her way down the court. Top of the key, passes it off right to Fromm. Back to number 10, Bancroft. A three attempted there. No good. Going to be rebounded by Claire Everett Richardson and out of bounds by Valentine. Again, starting us off will be Kinley Strasser. Emily Cornwell on the court now, checking out Ashlyn Richardson. Everett passing it to Strasser, who goes up for three. No good. Fromm going up for two. No good. Going to be rebounded by Clara Everett. And Cornwell passing it off there to Aubrey O'Hare. Top of the key, Strasser right around Monroe. Goes up for two, and it's in. 6-2 is where we're at. Claire Everett stealing the ball back there. She's going to go for two herself. No good. Tacey Fromm taking it down towards the hoop. Going to have a push called there. It's going to be called on number 22. That foul called on Gothenburg there. Clara Everett taking that one. That's her first of the night. We have number 25, Springer, starting us off. It's going to be immediately pushed back out of bounds by Emily Cornwell. Kinley Strasser checking back in the game, checking out Aubrey O'Hare. Monroe trying to find somebody to pass it in. She passes it to number 11, McGinley. Fromm passing it back off to McGinley in the right corner. Working her way towards the hoop. She passes it back out top of the key to Fromm. From the three, no good. Going to be rebounded by Monroe. She works her way back around, orienting herself towards the west. Going to roll out of bounds. Valentine will keep the ball. All right, McGinley working her way around. Emily Cornwell passes it back out top of the key to number 25, Springer. Now Fromm has it. She passes it off to number 13, Jada Fromm, who went up for two. No good. Going to be rebounded by Emily Cornwell, passing it off to Ashlyn Richardson. Forward to Strasser. Ellery Harm grabs a hold of it. Back out top of the key to Taryn O'Hare. Richardson passing it back and forth there with Taryn O'Hare. O'Hare goes for three. No good. Going to be taken back down the court for Valentine by Tacey Fromm. She passes it off, loses it to Taryn O'Hare. Now Kinley Strasser has it. Back off to Taryn O'Hare, top of the key, right side. Gives it to Kinley Strasser. Strasser working around Monroe. Left corner, Ashlyn Richardson goes for three. Not quite. Tacey Fromm takes it back down the court, almost losing it there. Going to have a foul called on Emily Cornwell. Her first of the night. Monroe checking out. Checking in is going to be number 10, Bancroft. And first timeout called on the court. Just a little note to keep in the back of your mind. At halftime of this game, the girls' game, we are going to have our junior little GHS cheerleaders on the half-court line, working on bringing some cheer to the stands, led by our high school cheerleaders. So again, just stick around during halftime. We're going to put it on the huddle camera. I can't promise that it'll stay still at all. I have no control over that. So if it goes back and forth, left and right quite a bit, I do apologize. Just stick with us as that happens. Hopefully it won't, and we won't have to worry about it, but technology does its own thing. All right, that was number 35 passing that one in. Now Fromm has it, passing it off to McGinley. Springer has it. Back to Bushel. And Tacey Fromm putting up two more for the Badgers, 6-4. Ashlyn Richardson almost losing the ball there. She still has it, passes it off. Claire Everett goes up for two. Looks like we're going to have an on the arm called. It'll be number 35. It'll be called on Buchel. Again, Claire Everett at the line. Missing the first one. She'll go for a second. Got some substitutions on the Gothenburg side. Ellery Harm and Hilbers are in, checking out Emily Cornwell and Richardson. Again, Claire Everett going for her second free throw. And it's in. All right, 7-4. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Number 13, Jada Fromm passing it off. They're going to roll out of bounds. Going to maintain possession on the Valentine side. Monroe taking down the court, passing it off to number 10, Bancroft. in the left corner, passes it forward to Fromm, back out top of the key to number 35, Buchel. Monroe taking it, going up for 2, going to lose it to Gothenburg-Swede. Aubrey O'Hare, she passes it off to Strasser. Strasser goes up for 2, and that's 2 more for the Swedes, 9-4. Monroe passing it forward. They're almost losing the ball. Buchel maintains it, passes it off to Monroe. Monroe losing the ball to Gothenburg. That was Aubrey O'Hare passing it off to Kinley Strasser. Back to O'Hare. Now top of the key, Claire Everett has it, passes it off to the line. Ellery Harm working her way towards the hoop, passes it off. Going to have a push called. Stopping the clock there, going to have, I believe Gothenburg will take the ball. All right, coming back from that, number 15, Ashlyn Richardson at the top of the key, working her way around Monroe, passes it forward to Harm, going to head out of bounds by Gothenburg. Valentine will take over at the baseline. Number 13, Jada Fromm, to throw the ball into play. She passes it forward to Monroe. Monroe working her way around Richardson, passes it back off to Fromm. Now number 12, Tacey Fromm has it. Again, Monroe having it now kind of towards the right corner, working her way back towards the top of the key. Passes it back off, going to roll out of bounds. Gothenburg will take over. Logan Hilbers to start us off. Minute and a quarter left here in our first quarter. Richardson working back towards the east, trying to bring our numbers up into the double digits. Cornwall almost losing that ball to Valentine. Richardson there to help her out. Passing it forward to Harm. Harm at the line. Passes it back off left corner to Logan Hilbers, who goes for the 3, and it's in. First 3 of the night, 12-4. Under a minute left in the first quarter. And that was number 11, McGinley, losing the ball, getting it back, losing it all in one little moment of time there. Taryn O'Hare ends up with it. Passes it off to Richardson. Now in the right corner. Cornwell passing it forward to Harm. Harm to Hilbers at the top of the key, thinking about going for a 3. Doesn't. Passes it back out. Half court. Richardson passing it forward to number 25, Ellery Harm. She passes it right corner to Richardson. Richardson, again, thinking about going for a 3 here, and we lose the ball to Valentine. Number 13, Jada Fromm, taking it down the court. Under 10 seconds left here. And we're going to roll out of bounds. Gothenburg will take it over. A minute and a half left on the clock. Crazier things have happened, so, I mean, a score is possible. We would have to work very quickly, however. Taryn O'Hare to start us off. Passing it in to Harm. Harm running in to number 11, McGinley. And that's how we're ending the first quarter. Kind of anticlimactic. Okay, 12-4 again is our score. We will head into the second quarter in just a little bit. Thank you for joining me. My name is Trevor Gauss. I'll be your announcer for the girls' game. And joining us for the boys' game is a associate of the broadcast journalism class, Tasia Holbein. Stick around for her as well. Again, boys' game scheduled to start about 7:30. All right, coming back from that quick little break between quarters. Again, our score 12-4. Gothenburg ahead by quite a bit. And losing the ball there, getting it back was number 12, Tacey Fromm. And losing the ball again, number 35, Boothel there to help her out. And going from the 3 was number 13, Jada Fromm, no good. Clara Everett there to take the ball. Now Strasser has it. Passing it off to Aubrey O'Hare. Now Ellery Harm has it back out to Strasser. Strasser top of the key. And now Clara Everett has it. Everett trying to find somebody. She finds Aubrey O'Hare top of the key. Now Richardson has it. Richardson back to Everett. Everett back to Richardson. O'Hare has it. At the line, Kinley Strasser almost losing it. Ellery Harm goes up for 2, and that's 2 more for the Swedes, 14-4. All right, Valentine taking down the court, almost going out of bounds there. They keep it in bounds. Fromm passing it off to Monroe at the top of the key. Monroe back off to number 10, Bancroft. Fromm going up for 2, no good. Foul going to be called on number 2. 2 shots called on number 22, Clara Everett, her second. Fromm will be at the line again for 2 shots. That was my bad. I misread his hand communications down on the court. All right, going for her second one here and making it 14-5. Clara Everett passing it back and forth here. Strasser has it now at the half court, working her way back east, passes it off to Everett. Now she maintains it, almost losing it, gonna roll out of bounds. Gothenburg will keep it. Cornwell checking in. Out will be Ashlyn Richardson, and we are gonna have Kinley Strasser at the line to start us off. Passing across to Aubrey O'Hare from the 3, and it's in. 17-5, 6 minutes left in the first half. Monroe getting tripped up on herself, losing the ball to the Swedes, and intercepted was number 13, Fromm. Quite a good play on Valentine's part. That'll give Kinley Strasser the ball at the east baseline. Passing it forward at the line. Claire Everett has it. Left corner. Strasser goes for 3. Not quite. Going to roll out of bounds. Valentine will take it over. All right, again, Fromm passing it in there. Now Monroe has it, finding herself in a Swede wall. Passes it out to Fromm. Back left corner to Butrell. Now we have Aubrey O'Hare trying to fight for it. Looks like she ends up with it, passing it off to Ellery Harm. Now Strasser has it. Claire Everett top of the key, passing it right corner to Emily Cornwell. Now back, Kinley Strasser has it. Left corner, Aubrey O'Hare. Aubrey O'Hare working her way forward, passes it off top of the key to Clara Everett. She passes it right corner. Now Strasser has it. Strasser back to Cornwell. And looks like Valentine's going to end up with it this time. Fromm passing it off to Monroe. We have Tacey Fromm with it right now. She's working her way back around the three-point line, passing it off to Jada Fromm. Bancroft passing it off, and from the 3 was Tacey Fromm. Going to be no good. Rebounded by Emily Cornwell, passing it off to Kinley Strasser. And Kinley Strasser from the 3, not quite, very close. Going to be heading out of bounds. Valentine will take it over. And a quick timeout called by Coach Schuett. Really quickly, would like to thank all the businesses that you see rotating at the top of your screen in what we call an image carousel. They are the businesses that sponsor the Gothenburg activities and the broadcast journalism program so that we can bring these live streams to you guys for free, I might add. We appreciate all those businesses, especially the ones that bought a commercial slot. They pay a little more. So, again, thank all those businesses. We will be right back. All right, coming back from that quick little meeting down on the wood, we are back. Fromm has the ball right now. She's going to be passing it off, losing it to Ellery Harm, passing it forward to Taryn O'Hare, going up for two, no good. Travel called on Taryn O'Hare, laughing it off. Looks like all things are still positive on the court. We need a Valentine player. Here we go. Number 35, Bushel. All right, Monroe has it now, getting the ball from McGinley. She passes it off back to McGinley. And now number 25, Springer has it. Back to Monroe. Monroe from the three, no good. Going to be pushed back out to the half court. Ellery Harm almost stealing it. Not quite. Again, Monroe still has it right now, top of the key, almost losing it, doing some fancy dribbling techniques. Passes it off to McGinley. Now Monroe in the right corner takes it back. She goes up for two. No good. Rebounded by Ellery Harm. Almost knocked out of her hands, and she loses it back to Monroe. And that was number 12, Stacey Fromm from the three. No good. Kinley Strasser takes it down the court all by herself, passing it off right corner. Emily Cornwell goes for three. Not quite. Monroe has the ball now, looking for someone to help her out. Decides to just take it down herself. Ashlyn Richardson hitting it out of bounds. Substitutions on the Gothenburg side. Clara Everett, Logan Hilbers in. Checking out. It's going to be Ellery Harm and Emily Cornwell. All right, that was number 10, Bancroft, passing it in there. Now Springer has it. Springer almost losing it, does lose it to Taryn O'Hare, passing it off to Hilbers. Hilbers giving it out to Strasser. Richardson has it now. She working her way around Bancroft. Hilbers from the three, and it's in. All net, folks. 20-5 is our score. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in our first half. Springer passing it out, top of the key to number 12. Fromm goes up for two, no good. Rebounded by Kinley Strausser, passing it cross court to Taryn O'Hare. O'Hare to Hilbers from the three. We'll see if she can make another one. Not quite. And a push is going to be called on Gothenburg, it looks like. Valentine will take it over. There's the number. I was going to say, Scott said Clara Everett. I was going to trust him, and there is the confirmation. Clara Everett's third of the night, racking those fouls up pretty quickly. Monroe taking it back west, going to go up for two, and that's two more for the Badgers, 22-7. Richardson passing it back and forth here with Aubrey O'Hare. Passing it forward to Ellery Harm. She goes up for two. Not quite, rebounded by number 13. Jada Fromm passing it off to Monroe, taking it down the court. Number 11, McGinley has it. Passes it left corner to Jada Fromm. Back to McGinley. And Bushel in the left corner. Passes it forward top of the key to Bancroft. Right side. Monroe passing at top of the key. Fromm has it. Working her way around. Goes up for two. Not quite. Ashlyn Richardson has it now. Aubrey O'Hare working her way around the Badgers, passes the left corner to Logan Hilbers. Nobody's on her. Goes for three. No good. Just over a minute left in the first half. Monroe taking it down the court. All right, we now have Monroe having it again at the line, passing it forward to no one. It's going to head out of bounds. All right, starting us off is Kinley Strasser. And 2 more points there, 22-9, just over half a minute left in our first half. Ellery Harm at the line, passes it off to Strasser. Going to have a travel called. All right, Monroe going to be called as a travel there. That'll give Gothenburg back the ball. Looks like we will have Aubrey O'Hare start us off. Passing it into Kinley Strasser. Now to Emily Cornwell, top of the key, right side. Going to have it head into the fan section over there. 11 seconds left on the clock. Valentine's taking it over. Number 13, Jada Fromm, passing it across court to Monroe. Now Monroe giving it to number 12, Tacey Fromm. Bushel going up for two. Wipeout on both sides here. All right, that will result in a foul called on Kinley Strasser, her first of the night. That'll put number 35, Bushel, at the line for two, making the first one 20-10. Again, she'll go for a second, making the second one as well, 20-11. Looks like we have a little something wrong with the scoreboard. There we go. Should be 2 seconds instead of 3, apparently. Strasser going for a cross-court shot. Still hope to see one of those happen here in my high school career, but the days are dwindling down. All right, again, we are at halftime. We'll have the little cheerleaders out on the half-court line giving the fans some cheer here. Our elementary teachers are excited to see all their students out there, including maybe one of our future elementary teachers up in the press box. Anyways, 20-11 is how we are checking out. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. All right, we are back and ready to roll here, heading into the third quarter of our varsity girls basketball game versus the Valentine Badgers. 20-11 is the score that we left off at. Hope you enjoyed those little cheerleaders, and the camera wasn't too shaky. Anyways, we have Claire Everett with the ball, passing it back top of the key to Kinley Strasser. Now back to Everett in the right corner. Giving it to Ellery Harm, puts it up for two, no good. Monroe takes it over. Passing it off there to Fromm. Now Bushel has it. Fromm passing it back off to Monroe, top of the key. Back to Bancroft. Fromm passing it back off to Monroe, losing it behind her back. Kinley Strasser passing it back and forth here with Aubrey O'Hare. She takes it to the right side, giving it off to Richardson. Back to Strasser, putting it up for two. No good. Rebounded by number 12, Fromm. Jada Fromm not quite there to get it. Going to be knocked out of bounds by Gothenburg. Valentine will keep it. Monroe passing it in there to Bushel, putting it up for two, no good. Monroe passing it off to Fromm from the three, and it's in. 20-14. Ashlyn Richardson taking it back west, passing it off to Strasser, back to Richardson. Now Aubrey O'Hare has it. O'Hare passing it to Strasser. Nobody saw her coming. 22-14. Monroe passing it off to Bushel. Now to Jada Fromm, back to Monroe. And Tacey Fromm going up for two. That's two more. 22-16. Valentine coming back with quite the energy from halftime, scoring almost double the points they did the first half within the first few minutes. And Ashlyn Richardson there to save the ball, passing it off to Kinley Strasser. Now in the left corner, Aubrey O'Hare has it. Top of the key to Richardson. Strasser at the line, passing it off to Richardson from the three. Not quite. Number 12, Tacey Fromm taking it down the court, passing it off there, out of bounds. Valentine will keep it. All right, we got some substitutions. Cornwell and Taryn O'Hare are in, checking out Clara Everett and Ashlyn Richardson. Monroe at the top of the key, passes it off to Bancroft. And heading out of bounds. Again, Valentine will keep it. Jada Fromm passing it in there to Bushel. Now Tacey Fromm has it, top of the key to the line, going up for two. Not quite, almost running into our photographer, Charity Wyatt. Looks like we will have number 12, Tacey Fromm, at the line. Foul going to be called on our number 12, Taryn O'Hare. Making the first one, Tacey will go for a second. Score 22-17. Valentine making quite the comeback here. And we have another point for the Valentine Badgers, 22-18. Just a little bit over 5 minutes left in our third quarter. Aubrey O'Hare passing it off to Taryn O'Hare in the right corner, back to Aubrey. Now top of the key, Kinley Strasser has it, back left corner to Emily Cornwell. Cornwell forward to Strasser, nobody's on her, she goes up for two, and it's in, 24-18. Bushel passing it off there to number 11, McGinley. Half court passing it back to Bushel. All right, number 35, Bushel, top of the key, working her way towards the line. We got a little bit of a fight for the ball, and the Swedes end up with it. Kinley Strasser working her way back down the court, passing it off. Gonna be a little too powerful, rolling out towards our weight room. 24-18. Valentine's will take us down back east. All right, Jada Fromm and Monroe passing it back and forth there. Now McGinley has it. Tried to pass it off there to Bushel, losing it to Ashlyn Richardson, who's taking. What an effortless shot. 27-18. And a quick timeout called by Coach Cassie Schuett. We'll be right back.
Words speak volumes about a person. But what do they say about a business? We'll let you decide. If you could describe Flatwater Bank in one word, what would it be?
Obliging.
Friendly.
Relationships.
Loyalty.
Reliable.
Bank on local people you know. Learn what we're all about at flatwater.bank.
All right, we are back and ready to play more basketball. The Swedes taking that ball over. Kinley Strasser going up for two, and that's two more for the Swedes. 29-18. All right, top of the key, Jada Fromm passing it off to Tacey Fromm. Now Bancroft has the top of the key. She works her way forward, left corner. Tacey Fromm goes for three. And no good. And a quick push going to be called there on Emily Cornwell. Her second of the night. Clara Everett and Aubrey O'Hare checking back in. And Hilbers also joining them, checking out Taryn O'Hare, Ellery Harm, and Emily Cornwell. All right, that was Tacey Fromm passing it in there. Now Monroe has it at the top of the key. Monroe giving it back off to Bancroft. Bancroft going to be going up there for two. Foul called on Gothenburg. Going to be called on number 24. That'll be Aubrey O'Hare's second. That'll put Bancroft at the line. She'll get two. Making the first one 29-19. Swedes in the lead by 10. Again, she'll go for a second. Missing that one. Score will stay the same. Monroe taking it down the court, passing it off to Jada Fromm from the three. Not quite. Ashlyn Richardson there to rebound it, passing it forward to Aubrey O'Hare. Nobody's on her, and there was somebody there just quick enough to knock it out of her hand. We have a timeout called right there before they called it a jump ball. Again, 29-19. More game to be played here. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
I really just couldn't be prouder of the team that we have here. And I don't think there's a better team anywhere. This medical staff, by far and away, is the best medical staff that I have ever worked with in my 20-year career in healthcare.
All right, we are back. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock in the third quarter. McGinley losing the ball there to Logan Hilbers. Ashlyn Richardson putting up two more, 31-19. All right, number 12, Tacey Fromm, working her way back towards the towards the basket, losing the ball there, passing it off to number 11. I apologize for the laughter. It was kind of funny, though. McGinley losing her footing is what I was laughing at. I do apologize. All right, Gothenburg at top of the key, passing it off to Richardson. Richardson to Aubrey O'Hare. All right, top of the key, Kinley Strasser passing it right to Ashlyn Richardson from the three, just a little left of where it needed to be. Claire Everett there to rebound it. She'll go up for two, no good. Foul going to be called on Valentine, number 30. That will be Monroe. That'll put Claire Everett at the free throw line for 2 potential points. All right, we have Valentine, number 13, Jada Fromm, ready to start us off, passing it into Monroe. Number 35, Bushel has it now, passing it back to Jada Fromm, now right to Tacey Fromm. All right, Jada Fromm at the line, working her way towards the hoop, goes up for two, no good. Looks like we're going to have an out of bounds. All right, it looks like Valentine will keep possession, 32-21. Minute and a quarter-ish left in the third quarter. All right, Bushel at the top of the key. Passing it off there to number 12, Fromm. Now Jada Fromm has it, top of the key. Monroe has it again. She's thinking about going for two. Gives it off to Bancroft, who goes for two, all on her own. 32-23. Ashlyn Richardson has it now, passes it off to Aubrey O'Hare. And Ellery Harm passing it off to Emily Cornwell, who goes for three, and it's in. 35-23. Monroe has the ball, passing it off to Jada Fromm. Now to number 10, Bancroft, off to Tacey Fromm. Fromm giving it back to Jada Fromm at the top of the key, right side to Monroe. Monroe going to be a little aggressive there, knocking Aubrey O'Hare over. Looks like the refs are going to talk about what they want to do here. Looks like Valentine will get the ball. 10 seconds left on the clock. We'll see what can happen. 2 plays could potentially happen here, and number 12, Tacey Fromm, ends up with it, passing it off to Bancroft. Forward to Bushel, heading out of bounds. Gothenburg will take it over. 3 seconds and a third left. And Taryn O'Hare putting it up for three. That was quite an effortless throw. However, it was almost in. 35-23. We'll be back in just about a minute.
Despite the risks and the unknown, one thing is for certain. Nurses always show up to take care of their patients. It's our legacy, it's our privilege, and it's our honor at bedside and beyond.
At Cottonwood and Gothenburg Realty, their experience, knowledge, and local connections provide the best marketing for their real estate clients. Whether buying or selling a home, it's one of the single most important decisions you will make. That's why you deserve a professional with market knowledge, negotiation skills, and good ethics to assist you. Their team is made up of caring, knowledgeable professionals that work tirelessly to help you with the home buying and selling process. Call today or check out their webpage to learn more. Cottonwood and Gothenburg Realty.
All right, we're back for the last 8 minutes of our basketball game here. Girls varsity versus the Valentine Badgers, 35-23. A three-pointer just made there, no good. Buechel passing it off there to Monroe. All right, Monroe trying to find somebody here to help her out. She finds Buechel and loses it and gets it back. And from quite a ways away from the three, that was Tacey Fromm trying to make a three. All right, Ashland Richardson at the half court. Passing it off there to Aubrey O'Hare. Now back to Strasser. Forward to Richardson. And to Harm. Went up for two. No good. Bancroft in the right corner, passing it forward there to number 13, Jada Fromm. She went up for two, no good. Foul called there on number 25. That'll be Ellery Harm's first of the night. Quite a low foul count for Ellery this late in the game, and she would tell you that herself. Number 13, Jada Fromm again at the line. And making that second one there, 35-24 is now the updated score. Richardson passing it off there to Everett. Everett to Harm. Harm back to Everett. Everett giving it out to Aubrey O'Hare from the three, and it's in. 38-24. Buechel passing it back and forth there with McGinley. Now Jada Fromm has it, puts it up for two, no good. Going to be rebounded after we situate who knocked it out of bounds. All right, it'll be a Valentine ball. Monroe to start us off. Monroe passing it in there, losing it to Kinley Strasser. She'll take it down the court. Passes it off to Richardson, forward to Harm. Nobody's on her. She'll go up for two. That's two more for the Swedes, and even 40-24. Just over 6 minutes left in our game. And we have a quick timeout. Just a little update. Our next game, for sure, next Friday we will be live. There's no school for all you parents out there listening. Thursday or Friday next week, so a little bit of a short week. But despite still having no school, don't worry, I will be here to announce the games for you. Again, those games are going to be typical times next Friday. It'll be 6 and 7:30 like always. So stick around next week. We will be live despite having no school. All right. Just over 6 minutes left in our game, folks. We have Bushel passing it off there, losing it to Ellery Harm for Gothenburg. She passed it off to Richardson. Richardson at the top of the key. She passes it off left corner to Strasser from the three. Not quite. Going to be rebounded, almost knocked out of bounds by Tacey Fromm. And Valentine losing the ball again to Gothenburg. Claire Everett passing it off to Aubrey O'Hare. Now Richardson at the top of the key. Forward to Harm. Harm goes up for two, and it's in. All right, 42-24. And Richardson's there to put up two more. 44-24, 20 points ahead. Gothenburg is. And looks like out of bounds. Gothenburg will take it over. All right, starting us off appears to be number 24, Aubrey O'Hare. O'Hare passing it in there to Kinley Strasser. Strasser, top of the key. Back to Ellery Harm, top of the key, working her way back right to Kinley Strasser. Forward to Harm. Harm goes up for two, no good. And heading down the court, number 12, Tacey Fromm in the right corner, passing it off to number 11, McGinley. Now Fromm has it back to Bancroft. Bancroft, top of the key to number 35, Bushel. McGinley going for three, no good. Going to be rebounded by Bushel, passing it off to Tacey Fromm. All right, McGinley taking the ball back there, going to roll out of bounds. All right, we have Aubrey O'Hare passing it in there to Strasser. Now Aubrey O'Hare has it again, top of the key, passing it right. And another three-pointer there, 47-24. I believe Scott said that was Ellery Harm. I was working on some tech issues on our side. Wasn't quite paying attention. My bad. Tacey Fromm from the three. Not quite. And it's going to head out of bounds. Gothenburg to take it over. About 3.5 minutes left in our game. And checking in, we have Layla Healy and Addie Wyatt. And we'll be right back after this quick timeout. All right, back from that timeout. Our Swedes are ready to end this game. Richardson taking it down, passing it off to Layla Healy. Back to Richardson. Now Taryn O'Hare has it. Back to Richardson. Forward to Everett. Everett passing it off. Valentine, number 13. Jada Fromm almost losing it there. Passes it off to Monroe. Now Bancroft has it. Top of the key. Number 11. McGinley has it. Now Monroe takes it. Monroe's going to go up for two. No good. Rebounded by Taryn O'Hare. Taryn O'Hare finding Layla Healy. O'Hare passing it back and forth here. Gothenburg going to hopefully make a move here to score. Taryn O'Hare from the three, not quite. Tacey Fromm will take it back down for Valentine. And almost heading out of bounds. McGinley there to get it. Monroe has it now. And in the left corner, Bancroft goes up for three. No good. It'll head out of bounds. We are now under 2 minutes left in our game. Substitutions. We have Ava Wires, McClay, Anderson in, checking out. It's going to be Richardson, Taryn O'Hare, and Everett. McGinley at the top of the key. She passes it off to number 12, Fromm. Fromm goes up for two. No good. Foul going to be called on Gothenburg, it appears. Going to be called on number 44. That'll be Lindley Anderson's first. All right, that was number 12. Tacey Fromm at the line, going for her second. And missing it. Lindley Anderson gets it, passes it off to Layla Healy. Healy passes it forward to Addie Wyatt, across to McClay. She's going to go up for two, and not quite. She rebounds it. She goes up for two, still no good. Foul going to be called on the Badgers. It's going to be called on number 13. That'll be Jada Fromm's first of the night. Again, McClay at the line now. Making the first. She'll go for a second. And making the second one as well. 49-25. Minute and a half left in our game. All right, number 13, Fromm going up for two, no good. Rebounded by Wyatt, passing it off there. Now Healy has it at the half court. Over to McClay, thinking about going for a three, doesn't. Trying to find somebody to help her out, passes it off to Wyatt. Wyatt to Anderson, back to Wyatt. Now to Anderson. Anderson across to Healy, just over a minute. Addie goes for three, not quite. Valentine's will take it over. And Fromm going up for two. That's two more for the Badgers. 49-27, I believe. Yes, there's the 27, and we have a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
Words speak volumes about a person, but what do they say about a business? We'll let you decide. If you could describe Flatwater Bank in one word, what would it be?
Obliging.
Friendly.
Relationships.
Loyalty.
Reliable.
Bank on local people you know. Learn what we're all about at flatwater.bank.
All right, looks like Layla Healy has it running down the court. She'll pass it off to Ellie Wyatt from the 3, no good. Wyatt there to get it again, passing it into the band section. That'll give Valentine the ball. All right, number 25, Springer has it now. Passing it off there, number 20, Swanson. Now back to Springer. In the right corner was Swanson passing it back out. And looks like that is how we will end our game, folks. 49-27. Quite the Swede win. My name is Trevor Gallus. I hope that you guys all appreciated my announcing. I will be done for tonight. Check in with me next week. Stick with us for the boys varsity game. I'll end this live stream and we will start up the promo video for the beginning of the next live stream. So you'll have to head out back to our homepage and get back on to the next live stream. Again, thank you for joining us and have a great night.